तपाईलाई पछि हेर्न पनि सजिलो हुन्छ।
ओके सर।
जस्तो हामीले क्लासरुममा जस्तो क्लासरुममा पनि छ यो स्लाइड हैन, जो हामी आज हेर्दैछौँ। अनि प्लस यो जो मटेरियलहरु यहाँ राखेको छ लर्निङ थ्योरीको लागि, लर्निङ थ्योरी मात्र नभइकन यसले चाहिँ अरु कुरा धेरै कुराहरु पनि कभर गर्छ। यिनी मेटेरियलहरु पनि हेर्नु होला हैन, यिनीहरु पनि पढ्नु होला। अब सबै ए टु जेड अगाडिबाट लास्टसम्म पढ्नु पर्दैन, बीचमा सिलेक्सन गर्दै पढ्ने गर्नु होला। र यो मध्ये यो किताब चाहिँ अलि बढी महत्त्वपूर्ण छ हैन, क्रिटिकल डिस्कोर्स एनालाइसिस भन्ने यो किताब, यसलाई अलि बढी ख्याल गरेर हेर्नु होला। अनि सोशल थ्योरीजको लागि यो सोशल लर्निङ थ्योरी भन्ने छ एउटा, यो पनि हेर्नु होला। अनि त्यसपछि आएर यो जुन ओडाकको यो आर्टिकल छ, यो आर्टिकल हेर्नुभयो भने यसमा धेरै कुराहरु कभर गरेको छ। यसमा थुप्रै कुराहरु छ। यो सायद तपाईहरुसँग पहिलाको पनि हाले होला, मैले फेरि रिपिट गरेर हाल्दिएँ हैन। यो हेर्नुभयो भने यसले धेरै कुरा कभर गर्छ। अब बेसिकल्ली अब फर द केस अफ द सोशल थ्योरीज जस्ट वी नीड टु डिस्कस। तपाईहरु स्क्रिनमा आछ हैन? आछ है? Okay, so let's start. So social theories in critical discourse analysis especially focus towards the ideological concern, or you can talk about the philosophical orientation also. There might be different philosophies, especially we talked philosophy is based on both realism and relativism. One realism talks about the single reality in one terms, and relativism talks about the multiple realities. So social theories especially talk about relativism. So the theories of critical discourse analysis are on the basis of relativism, because relativism talks about the time, situation, and different factors associated with that one. That's why the social theories especially talk about or are concerned towards the society and societal behaviors. So that is focused here one. That's why we can find out the notion in terms of what means, especially you can see the behaviors of what means. We know the CDA is especially the qualitative method. यो कुरा चाहिँ तपाईहरु नबिर्सिनु होला। CDA भनेको that is the qualitative method, it is not the quantitative one. This means what? This is the qualitative method in the sense that it talks about what means that we know. It talks about the several realities. It doesn't focus towards a single reality. So by the sense of this multiple realities, it is focusing towards the qualitative method, and there is focus to the ideological concern of everyone's. That means we focus to the ideology of someone. What is my ideology towards something? Like there might be one idea. In the idea and how I can develop myself, and what are my social behaviors, what are my social features, these are the guiding principle for that. That's why it is practical qualitative method. So CDA becomes the qualitative method. This qualitative means especially it focuses towards what that we have to think. It talks about the multiple reality. That is one thing. Yes, multiple reality. That is one of the part. And really, it talks about the different theories, different association theories of the different social theories. These social theories that we can think, like in the society, what we do, that's the social theory or not. Like our behaviors, our attitude, and our different things come under social theory. That's a social theory means this is not one, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, we cannot say. So how the society is guiding, how the society is leading, or how the society is going on, this is called the social theories. That's why
Yeah.
social theory is the base for the society and how the society is going on. So
Yeah.
that's why it is called the qualitative method. And next thing is, it is in the communication research, especially critical discourse analysis, become highly practical toward the communication research. That means we try to identify the new things, we try to identify the new realities with the different ideological communication modalities. That's why it is also connected with the communication research that is talked about. That we also discussed. Similarly, it is what following a period when structuralist theories dominated the search for the meaning of communication, discourse analysis emerged as an interdisciplinary space. Yes, so this means what? This interdisciplinary at the time of structuralism, especially structuralism focused on what that they talk about some of the framework that we have to move in one guided framework. There might be some limited resources or some identifying or defining goals, and we have to be inside of these defining goals. But discourse analysis go beyond of that defining goals, and it talks that what there is one structure, then we have to restructure the structure one. That's why it is in the interdisciplinary space. It is called that one. So in this regard, we can say that the critical discourse analysis is the epistemological paradigm of pragmatics. This means what? There is a shift of the knowledge. This knowledge parameter is being shifted, that we know, in the sense that whenever we are talking about the shift of the knowledge, in the past we can think that there is one reality, one might be accepted, but later on changing, the people may have the different ideological concern and different ideology. Then after they can build up the different knowledges on that thing. This is called the epistemological paradigm. On this, we find the new rhetoric, theory of expression, theory of speech acts that we are studying in the language also, not how we behave, how we communicate, or what different types of activity we do in the society. That is one of the parameter. And next thing is of the sociology. Yes, this is a paradigm of pragmatism. This is highly related towards the language concern. That's why there you can find the two ideas. One is the language concern ideas, and another is we talked about the social concern ideas. Yes, towards the society. This means what? We find the language related component and the social related components. Likewise, in sociology, we get the ethnomethodology, ethnography of communication, analysis of conversation, and social linguistics. By this thing, the social theories are being guided. In the cases here, we have to understand that the social theories are the product of both language and the society. Means the
Yeah.
theories of the language, what different theories are of the language is one, and what different theories of the society or social development, the theories of the social development, or how the people are behaving in the society, how people are going in the society. By this concern, the social theories are developed, in the sense that the social theories are developing in the land of language and the society. Never forget this thing, these two things. So the social theories deals with the language parameters and the social parameters, and there is the change towards the knowledge formation and knowledge distribution. This concept is the one. So here we can find by Schifrin especially focuses towards the use of language for social, expressive, and referential purposes. Yes. So
Yeah.
yes, expressive. Language is used for social perspectives, for expressive, and for referential. That is what means. How or why do we use the language? This is the concern. Means how we use the language and why we use the language. The language use might have the different purposes. Just like we use the language for the social communication. We use the language to express our ideas. We use the language for referencing some of the concept there one. This means by to focus this concept or to make this concept real, the social, expressive, and referential, these are guided by the social theories. That's why the social theories especially focus towards the social development of the language, or in the sense we can say that this is the part of the social linguistics. Now, this is one of the part of the social linguistics, because that may be one of the part, or social linguistics might be one of the part of that one also, because social linguistic is also guided by the social theories, and social linguistic guide is guided by the different social dimensions regarding to that course is one. So There we can find some of the paradigms of the social theories in critical discourse analysis. You can find these 4 paradigms. The first paradigm is the structural or functional paradigm. That means the theories are determined by the structure of the society. Theories are determined by the function of the society. That means structure of the society means how the society is structured, how it is in structuring more. Next thing is the functional one. This functional means what is our role in the society, how we behave in the society. So because every person has the different roles and responsibilities in the society, we run, we go on the basis of the roles and the responsibility, and the society is being structured in the way. Like there we can give the example, just for the example, like in your institution, like you may be the principal. That is being principal is your one role. There is the one structure, in your institute there is one structure. There is principal, there are teachers, there are other people, there are workers, there are some founders. This is the structure. So structural guided. Then within that structure, you are in the function of the principal. That you have to do roles, or you have to fulfill different responsibilities as being the principal one. So this is one structural functional way, and by this way, there is the guiding principle in the society, and the social theories are determined by this way. Next thing is social and social linguistic features. This means what? Social linguistic paradigm means we have to know the different social identical factors. Like we have the different social identity, we have the different social status, or we have the different language in the society, we have the different factors in the society, that we have to manage these things, and these things are managing by the social theories. Next thing is the pragmatic. That means pragmatic especially talk about what use, the how or context, how we are going to use something, or where we are going to use something. So there is something, but when do we use that one? How do we use that? And why do we use this? That's right. There is the how, there is why. Yes, there is how, there is why in the pragmatic. Why do we do these things, and how do we do these things? This is means what? Are we doing the things as per the situation or not? This is situationally well or not. This is the known as the pragmatic. So by the situation, there is the role of social theories, or this is developed. Next thing is the critical one. Yes, this is the other paradigm. Being critical means what? Seeing from the different perspectives, seeing from the different ways. Yes, when you become the critical means how you evaluate something, or how you develop some parameters towards something. Just like if you begin to say, you have to evaluate this thing. Oh, this will be right in this condition, this will be right in this. Like for the case of this lockdown in Nepal due to the coronavirus outlet. This means what? We are at home. There are different critical realities outlet. We are at home to be safe. Yes, that's why I put here, stay safe, and stay at home. That thing, that logo I put there. Due to what? This means what? We have to be safe. That's why we are at home. That is, we are critical. Other people may be thinking, what happens if we go out, and what the people are doing outside? I want to see. At the time, these people also becoming critical, because they want to see these things in outside, or what is happening there. And that's why this is also, so for these 4 paradigms in case of defining the social theories. Social theories especially define the structure, function, social parameters, and institution after the different realities of the society. This is known as the criticalness. So here we can see that is just, I brought it from the article that that is put in your handout also, and that is also uploaded in your Google Classroom. There you can find out that is in one article you can find this ideas there one. Especially there is what means there we can find there is one agency, social cognitive approaches, social actors, dispositive analysis, then after dialectical relational approach, corpus linguistics, discourse history approach, and detailed linguistic operationalization, and the structure is there. Like you can see their relationship, like how structure agency is related to each other, how this thing, like this is going to here, this is going up to here and downward here, and these are what means these factors are in the middle of these things. Like especially you can get these 4 things. Like one thing is the agency, next thing is the structure, Next is detailed linguistic. There is the language matter. Then broad linguistic operationalization. This means what? These two parts talk about the language. These two parts talk about the society. This is what means the society is going vertically and horizontally. You can see, yes, language as is the horizontal surface, and the society is going towards the vertical surface. And in this vertical and horizontal surface, you can get the different things. When developing society, you can get the relational approach. Social approach, social actors, the cross linguistics and discourse historical approach, dispositive analysis. These all things come inside of this whenever the language is going horizontally and the society, the role of the society is going vertically one. So in this regard, you can develop the concept also. Similarly, in case of defining the theories, in case of defining the social theories and other theories, in case of the critical discourse analysis, you can find out these different rates. Just like at first, we have to know about the knowledge factor. This is called epistemology. That means we have to know different, we have to develop the knowledge towards the different categories of the human perceptions. This means what? At the first, we have to know these things. We have to develop knowledge towards something, just like how the society is formed, what are different structure of the societies, or how it is going. Just you can know. What is the reality in the case of the relativism? What is the reality in the case of the realism? What is the reality in the critical realism? What is the reality in interpretivism? Or these different approaches might be the one. We have to know. We have to develop knowledge towards these different approaches. Is the first thing. Next thing is there are some general social theories, and these general social theories are known as the grand theories also. They never forget this term. General social theories are also not the grand theories. That means what? This is given there. The structure and action to structure, this thing, bottom up explanation, top down explanation, these things are given there. In the society, just we can find a bottom up approaches, how it is going on, and top down approach, how it is going on. So we can find the different principles there. One, like that is determined especially by two things. That is what there is one social action, there is the social structure. Means social theories are especially determined by our structure of the society and by our activities that we do in the society. One. The next type of theories are known as the middle range theories. Yes, they focus toward some specific social phenomena. Yes, like conflict, cognition, social networks. This is also likewise. Nowadays, you can take the example of what this about this coronavirus. Coronavirus is also is known as one of the social phenomena, and that is different conflict in society. The different conflict situation in the society. One, like the world is having in the conflict. There is the global conflict in the world. Like some people are saying, the one, and some people are telling that this is virus. Becoming one of the phenomena. One. So next type of theories are known as the middle range theories that you have to know. Next thing is the micro sociological theories. Yes, micro sociological theories is detailedly. That means what? We take one theory on how we develop one theory and we be inside of that theory. That's why you can find the social order and ethno-methodology. This means what? How social doing. Micro-sociological theories talk about the cultural recognition in the society, what different sides of the cultural reality, because culturally we have our culture, we have our traditions, and we have our different behavior in the society, because our social order is determined by our cultural behaviors. One. That's why next type of theory is micro-sociological theories. Similarly, you can see next is socio-psychological theories. Yes, especially in the society, the attitude factor is also very important, and how we take something, how do we perceive something. This means there is one society and then there is our perception. That's why this perception and social behavior is about how we determine the structure of something. Just like there is one discourse, then how do we perceive this thing? This is the social discourse theories. Next theory is the linguistic theories, theories of argumentation, grammar, rhetoric, and these things. So means language theories. That's why in our society, in case of the critical discourse analysis, you can get these theories: theory of epistemology, journal social theories, middle range theories, micro sociological theories, socio-psychological theories, discourse theories, and linguistic theories. But here our focus is here in the journal social theories. This is our focus, especially this is our focus one. Yes, means you have to put these things in the background whenever you are developing your notions, because there are other theories, other determining theories, but here we have to focus toward the journal social theories, and these social theories are especially focusing towards the social development concept. And there you can talk about the theories, especially the social theories talk about the cognition values and how we get the concept. Then socio-cultural ideas, then it is also talking about these things. Okay, so it is giving the message. Did you find the message?
Yes, sir. There is
Yes, so
many.
we have only 10 minutes because Zoom only give us 40 minutes access, not more than 40 minutes. Yes.
Yes.
To
Yeah.
go more than to the 40 minutes, we have to take it, we have to upgrade this, and we have to give its premium version. We are using it in the trial version only, that one. Yes.
Credit.
Yes, we have to pay. Yes, but yeah, in from here there is no mode of the payment we cannot get. There is no PayPal, there is no credit card accepted from Nepal also. That's why we have to conclude this within 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Then that's why here we focus these things. Yes, like in case of the social theories that is in highly practiced in the critical discourse analysis. That is one is constructivism or interpretivism, that is determined by Vygotsky, Piaget, or Brunner. These people develop these theories, and you can construct about social constructivism, critical theories, socio-cultural theories, and cognitive theories. One that is one part. This means what? Especially these theories talk about on the role of the society towards the development of some genuine idea or some governing ideas to develop the discourses one. Especially what social factor is one of the most important factor, or the social beings or social happenings or social doings are very important things, and we construct the knowledge from the society. This is the main means knowledge is constructed, knowledge, this knowledge is constructed in the society. This is one of the parameter. We construct the knowledge ourselves, or we verify the knowledge. This is not only the construction of knowledge. This knowledge construction is not only the full matter. There is the verification of the knowledge. You can see the verification of the knowledge, construction of the knowledge, and that is the implementation of the knowledge. These three terms of the things we are finding these all theories one, because there we find the social realities or social ideas, and you can find detailedly in your handout also there. One next thing is the connectivism. Yes, connectivism is the recently developed theories, and this is also connected with the critical discourse analysis. This means what? We have to develop some networking behaviors, we have to develop some networking realities one. That's why we can think of the different theories, focus theories on this thing. By this way, you can see the glance of the theories, how it is going on. There are different theories, they are going on the time. This is the timeline that I got in somewhere, and I brought it here one. So here you can see the especially the theories has this pedagogical based, psychological based, technological based, and constructivist based. These things are purely determined by the social theories also. That's why here you have to know these things, especially don't forget these things. So the social theories in critical discourse analysis accept the multiple realities, subjective knowledge, ideological concern, social and cultural impact, assimilation and accommodation, contextual realization, and social distance. Just you can see nowadays we are in the distance. So by the coronavirus we are in the distance. This
Yes,
is
sir.
what this is. We can also connect with this thing with the social distance also. So becoming and how we are putting these different things into the different realities. Likewise, the social theories of the critical discourse analysis especially focus to this concept, to these key issues. Know these key issues well, then after we can develop more concept on that one. You can read these different realities there one. Okay. So especially these things we discussed about the social theories, and the social theories are, there is no any fixed theory, no any fixed theory. This means what? We are in the society. In the society, our society is running by the different ideas, different ideological framework. By this different ideological framework, we can determine. And but here you can take about socio-cultural theories of Vygotsky. You can take about the cognitive theories of Jean Piaget. You can take about the Brunner's theory. You can take. So there is one book I put there, one about the social theories. Please read that one. And we have not more than 5 minute times, then you can share your views and what is your understanding to that one. And if you have any questions, you can share within that 5 minutes. We cannot go more than 5 minute one. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, so if you have any expression, so I will send you the recording of that one later one. यो यसको रेकर्डिङ पठाउँछु है म तपाईँहरूलाई, अरू साथीहरूलाई पनि सेयर गरिदिनु होला.
Okay. I've got a question here. Like,
Okay.
we were just discussing about social theories.
Mhm.
So it was just like concerning the social constructivism
Mhm.
and the other theories also. So, for instance, to approach CDA from the constructivist, social constructivist perspective,
Yes, yes.
yeah, how can we just do practice? How can we do the experiment by approaching by the through the glass of social constructivism in CDA? So it means that the notion of social constructivism in CDA, is it just like does it focus on that we must see the things around us from the social constructivist perspective, or is it just like for a simple general guideline that we don't need to like follow that particular idea
Yes,
about
yes. Okay, okay, thank you, thank you. So especially in social constructivism, what is told that the every society or each society is different in the nature. What we construct, yes, there might be some principles that may be developed by the theorist one, but these principles we have to accommodate in our society. So are these principles can be assimilated towards the function that we are doing in the society or not? We have to see that one. And that is the social constructivist, especially that we have to bring that and we have to remodify. We need to modify the concept and we have to apply in our society. This is the social constructivism. That's why in the phase of the social constructivism that we make some terms of schema in our mind. We make some of the map in our mind. After making the map, then we take these principles from there, then we modify the principle and we apply in our society. This means we have the role to we have the role of modifying the features that is given in the social constructivist approach, and we can be the social constructivist at the time whenever we can modify the principles on the basis of our social framework or on the basis of the identity of our social members one. That's why there is the role of the social members and our social framework, how our social framework is going on. We on the basis of that one that we have to define. That's why the concept of social constructivism is in the concept of the critical discourse analysis, because we have to determine on the basis of our social nature and social tradition and social framework.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So any other more things?
Mine is over.
Yes. So I also stop